guys, I just wanted to say that I did upload the video and included another moonlight image that a video that I took last night. But finally it came out that I could walk out here. But I think you guys will like the reading of today. It was like, wow, all court cards kind of stuff. So really nice. So yes, it's gonna be good. Definitely good. Like a lot of good vibes coming for the new year and new beginnings. Definitely. So I hope you genuinely enjoy the reading. Honestly, I think I even said it on the video that if anybody had given me that personal or reading as a personal reading, just that reader and myself, wow, I would have been, I'm Twitter-pated. So, okay, see you in a bit. Thanks for watching. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. We're going to do a full moon in Gemini reading this evening. And it's evening time right now, so I'm just trying to see, but I was hoping that we could get her in, but the reflection in the mirror. But I did take a video, a minute video, so I'll add it at the end of this. But she looks nice, so it was nice to get that moment there. But yeah, so because the theme is continuously about that love factors coming through, and with all the energies reflecting what's going on in the respect of right now everything's in Sagittarius. It's kind of crazy, really. The Sun, Venus, and Mercury, and we I just was wishing everyone a happy birthday to those little fire signs right there, and then of course they got the big giant planet Jupiter giving the love also. So it's like, oh my goodness, it's just growth and physical, mental, and moral directions. And so perhaps we can start praying again for healing of the planet, peace on earth, and peace be with you, and make 2015 more flower power. That's what I'd say. So yes, but in the respect for the full moon in Gemini, it's about being fun-loving also, okay, and uplifting. So this is kind of like a double whammy kind of thing. And I don't remember, I mean, except for blue moons are double whammies, but this is, awesome. This is beautiful. This is wonderful. So uplifting and about sharing and laughing, laughter, and maybe go to comedy show if you enjoy those kind of things, and or just get with your people that you enjoy to joke with, and whatever, cut up. And it's yeah, it's generally a friendly time to be spontaneous too. Go where you haven't been, or just whatever you want to do. Whatever you never take naps because you're always on the go. Then take a nap in a hammock. Just do something for yourself and feel good about it. Okay, but what I'd like to bring out, since we're also closing the year for December 2014, which is so wild. It's good wild, Good, good wild. But 2015 is most probably going to go just as fast, really. I think it's just going to go fast, and then for 2016, 2017 is what's really going to start, blocking everything in foundation better than what's been going on with the quicksand we've been going through. This whole planet, for goodness sake, it's only Mother Earth and the God above, that we're still on, rotating correctly on our axis. Okay, oops, I flipped a card over, but let's see what it is. Ah, the King of Shells, my favorite card. The Visionary. And that's why we want to get into the alchemy and the metaphysical, because that gives you that, visionary forward kind of, you understand things. Okay? Ah, isn't he great? Ah, well, look at that. What a great way to open up my favorite little card. And he just had to flip out. And there's another card here. So let's see what the table wants to say. Okay, introspection, which is wonderful because we've been suggesting that, go through your closets and drawers. You might find memoirs or souvenirs or things that you've been looking for a month, a year. I know that. And it's fabulous. Really, some of it's fabulous, and some of it you don't need, and et cetera, et cetera. So introspection is a great way to end this 2014, and it's only a couple weeks more. And take those sea salt baths, and make that psychic cleansing. Gather the florals, the herbs, whatever you would like. And this, of course, dead sea salt is good. Add some chemical, whatever works, but make that this cleansing, okay? But that introspection is another wonderful way, because that's why we do the tarot. We go within ourselves, within our closets, and we try to find ways that will give us answers and the messages. And the only way to do that is through, de-chattering the brain and trying to tap spirit, okay? All right, but I know in tapping spirit that messages that we need to start practicing that cat magic. So, for everybody with cats, I think this, if you've been watching, they have this new show, or not show, excuse me, a movie coming through, Kings and Gods, Gods and Kings. Anyway, it's all about Moses and everything. So it opens up December 12th, and I'm definitely going to check that out. But for the cat thing is coming through. Okay, so I'm gonna put this card back in the deck, and I'm gonna still continue to pull more cards, but I just want to, and then the medicine cards, the animal cards want to come through also. And I wanted to introduce my dog Angus, which rest in peace, my love. Yes, he is no longer with us, but he was a handsome boy, and he was a good boy, and he was an American bulldog. And Angus, I, no joke, or all truth, I named him after Angus, the god of love, the Celtic god of love, and for Angus Young of AC/DC. Yes, so he was my little rock star. Was he handsome boy? Ah, he was a studly dog, and just but he thought he was a kitty cat too in your lap, and then this was him as his little baby. He didn't love that. I can remember that day. So, but I just had to bring him out because he was my baby too, and I share Lala and Beachy with you. They're my little angels. So, but okay. All right, so we already have the King of Shells speaking to us, and we already have the Hermit of Introspection. Okay, and we have Moonlight Sets the Moon. So let's, oopie, I brought my alligator out. We got ready for, I want to bring in the dragon energy. I want to do a dragon video, so I'm hoping that the table will suggest me what's the next step. Okay, and I love the medicine cards. This is another deck that, before really getting into tarot or oracle, these were my books, and I loved them. Yes, and I still do. And with all that that's gone on this property with the butterfly, allowed me to hold it, and the two turkey vultures with the blue heron right there on the dock. I have to work with them because this is something that when I go into introspection, this has always been a deck that I go to actually. So another, wham bam for that card, because honestly, this is how I've gathered the strength. And I love animals, and it's just very positive wisdom. They have much to teach us. And this is how you learn about the dark side too, the light side, dark side, because it's the balance. The animals, yes, some get eaten, yes, that's how it is. It just, but there's a medicine vibration for it, which is uplifting. And this is what we want out of this Gemini moon, to gather what really Mother Earth is about and the energies, and then uplift ourselves to reach those goals, because we are animals too. We just, walk on the two legs kind of thing. But overall, it's all about being animalistic. And I totally believe we all come back as something, an animal too. I mean, whatever vibration the soul taps. So anyway, okay, so let us continue. All right, so I'm going to pick a few cards here, and we'll take it from there. Okay, and now I'm not going to pick so many cards in the respect, because this is like, I might just do the pairing, because these two already came out, because this is a long read with the medicine cards, but it's all important information. Okay, and I definitely want to bring out the 1111 alignment cards. So I'll just set them here for now. And we're going to remind ourselves that it's all about new beginnings. Okay, new beginnings. 2015 and onward, forward, onward, new beginnings. Okay, and because I placed the deck down without even on purpose, Princess of Wings is showing here the messenger. Okay, and look, she is a fairy, and I've shared with everyone how the fairies are totally out here. Actually, and I love gardening, and I've never felt such, like, like I feel sometimes when I'm doing the garden work, they're tugging my hands actually, and I did lose my dragon bracelet again, because there's a huge juniper bed out in the front, and that's what I was trying to pull, and like, it's like strength. Anyway, I lost my dragon bracelet. I can't find it, but nonetheless, she, is here, the messenger. So let's pay attention. Obviously, a third card has arrived with a strong message. Okay, well, I'll turn the deck over and let us begin. And get your crystals out. I brought my crystal ball. Get her charged up. Okay, we're ready. Step. Okay, I'll leave that as the pairing. Okay, this one just kind of slid through. Uh-oh, another stuck. Okay, then we'll just make it like that. Hello, hello. I want the king to highlight. Be highlighted. Hee. Let's bring alligator tail, head. Give him some king power. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. All right, so let's pick up the Love Tarot. Oh, isn't that fabulous, my friends? The Ten of Gems with protection, earthly protection, and we can see that the fairy was here, the Princess of Spades. Yes, she's the Princess of Spades. So that's the air, the sword element, and righteous way to say, yes, you keep living that, lifestyle of, smiling and uplifting yourself, and get yourself, be spontaneous, just start enjoying things, and lighten the load, and yet it's wonderful. You'll have protection, you know, this is number 10, the completion. You're there, you've arrived, and you know that you don't have to concern about people coming for you or people doing, because you're going to be guarded by the angels, and how we speak of this wisdom right here, right now. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, and the third card, and now we have the Queen of Swords herself. So obviously there's some plata on the table. Yes. And this, is, taking it that it's daughter and a mother, and she's got a beautiful butterfly. Look at her. And I just don't want to talk too much about myself, but I am so honored that that butterfly, just climbed down my little hand. Yes, I was, and it was a blue butterfly as well. And I don't think really I ever picked up on this card before. And she is the analyst. The analyst. See, I can't see too well. But she is the analyst. And the queens, are a kingdom too, and they know how to work it too. They know how to bring value to the table. Call it money, call it possessions, call it resources, call it what you may, but she's a player, no doubt. Wonderful, from the Love Tarot. Isn't that sweet? Okay, well, I think I'm just going to pick up all the call it Baron. Oh, we got 2 double whammy protections. Yes, we do. And let's since it's protection here, we're going to say, that the family of the higher beings, that family that we want to align with, that soulship, that spirithood is here to say, no problema. I, Archangel Michael, I am here, baby. I believe. Yes, I do. I believe Elvis is here too. Love him. Love them all. Ah, look at this. We have the eagle. Oh, my Lord, people. I mean, this is the heavens itself. This is God right here. This is the spirit of the spirits. This is the cosmic. This is tapping the wisest of the highest of the. This is the one who sent, the 10 Commandments. This kind of energy. No lie. He sent Jesus energy. This is what this is about. Goodness gracious us. And it's wonderful. And then we have the 36, the lizard, the dream time. So we have to truly, try to get that rest. And sometimes that's why I definitely love, taking those baths right before bedtime, warm. You soak for about, 20 minutes, longer if you'd like, as long as you can handle the water, whatever flow. And then you just sleep, get ready to sleep, take some green tea, hot tea too, or whatever you prefer. And it's been fabulous. It's wonderful. Okay. Well, let us call out the queen here. And then we have the queen of woman, fertility, feminine power, sexuality, friendships. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at this. We have double whammy queens too in the house. Wonderful. Wonderful. And because 2 queens have come out, I have to give it female power. Usually I like to read androgynously about all the cards, but this is beautiful, and mainly because Mother Mary's on board this month. Also, we're going to call this female, the ones who, birth the men. Okay? Right? What's that saying? I brought you in here, I can take you out. Oh my goodness. But no, really, there'd be no man without a woman. Okay, and then we have some disruption, and the B, luck, industriousness, sweet victory. Woohoo! Well, that's what transformation's all about, that disruption, right? That disruption. We go through all these challenges and adversity, and oh my God, that's, I'm creeping and crawling out of that skin, and it's hard, and it's like, painful. But, there's sweet victory, like the chariot, and luck too, right? You know, do those floral essence water things. They bring luck too. That cleansing, that cleaning, that beautiful aromatherapy brings luck, because luck likes to be in those kind of scenarios. I don't think luck is in cemeteries. Okay, the queen, woman, fertility, feminine power. There you go, sexuality and friendships. And there she is. And not only is she a queen, she has the 4 emperor number there. So because in the divination also that I follow, if you have your own business and you are the queen, then because you own your own business, you are automatically made a king. So that is why, we all can do for ourselves and gain that foundation where we feel good about ourselves, we embrace ourselves, because not only can we take care of ourselves, but we can inspire. And inspiration is a grand word for this time in Gemini, this full moon, to inspire ourselves and inspire others to, like, yeah, this is how we get projects done. I'm trying to rule my kingdom here, but we gotta go with the flow. But it will work. It will work. We just need industriousness. And disruption is not a bad thing, my friends. Not a bad thing. So we gotta bring the 2 lalas out. Yes, we do. Oh yes, my goodness gracious. That is just wonderful magic. Very good. And for the boys, we're not turning you away, because we know how we love that king of shells. Oh, my, my, my. Look at him. I'm going to put him in the party over there. Ha ha. Which one wins, ladies? I don't know. Okay, and we'll put the princess up for her journey forward with the message that she's landed for us. It's about the family's protection, which will be positive, and that doesn't mean blood. That means whatever group you feel good with. And yes, it does take hard work, my friends. There's no free rides. I don't know if you know of any. Sign me up, okay? Yes. Okay, so we gotta go with Lizard as the first one, because we're going to start dreaming about this full moon and making sure that 2015 comes in with spontaneity and fun and robustness, and make these new beginnings very special, and release the past. Okay, the past is just that, and work for the present and the now, which is known as, like, like today. And yet we still work for the future too. That's called vision, right? We put the visions in there. Okay, so we see the lizard is 36, dreaming. Okay, and lizard will dream with me. Excuse me, lizard. Hold on. Let me read from the one, and I'll hold up this one, because I can't read and hold it either. Okay. Okay. All right, so I'll read this one and see. I've written in here. So what have I written in here? The totem animal in the east guides you to your greatest spiritual challenges and guards your path to illumination. Inspirational illumination. So this is the totem animal of the east. Okay, so fabulous. I'll hold it up here and I'll continue reading from the other book. Lizard, will you dream with me? Travel across the stars, beyond the place of time and space. There live visions from afar. Yes, we did. And I did that little Tiki Tuesday fortune, and the cosmos came through. Yes, they did. So, and thank you, my friends, for liking the little Tiki Tuesday. Really, I've been collecting for tiki fortunes, Chinese from Chinese restaurants or wherever anybody had them. I'd buy my own, but some of those in there are years old, and those cups they're literally years old. So I'm just glad that people are getting a little tickled with it, and really honestly, this is no joke, no joke. For myself, I don't really turn to the tarot. I just pull a little fortune because some of them are so old, so it's a repeat, and I've sometimes, yes, I know which one when it's come out, even if it's a year or two later, but and I enjoy that. Okay, so it's silly, but it's very good for the heart and soul. Okay, all right. So I'll hold this up so you can read what it says here, and I'll continue reading. Okay, and this is number 36, number 9, fabulous number. Dreaming. Lizard sat lolling in the shadow of a big rock, shading himself from the desert sun. Snake crawled by, looking for some shadow to coil up and rest. Snake watched Lizard for a while as Lizard's eyeballs went side to side behind his enormous closed lids. Snake hissed to get Lizard's attention. Slowly, Lizard's dreaming eyes opened and he saw Snake. Snake, you scared me. What do you want? Lizard cried. Snake spit his answer from his forked tongue. Lizard, you are always getting the best shadow spots in the heat of the day. This is the only big rock for miles. Why don't you share your shade with me? Lizard thought for a moment, then agreed. Snake, you can share my shade spot, but you have to go to the other side of the rock, and you must promise not to interrupt me. Snake was getting annoyed. He hissed. How could I bother you, Lizard? All you're doing is sleeping. Lizard smiled knowingly. Oh, Snake, you are such a silly serpent. I'm not sleeping. I'm dreaming. Snake wanted to know what the difference was, so Lizard explained. Dreaming is going into the future. Dreaming is going into the future, Snake. I go I go to where future lives. You see, that is why I know you won't eat me today. I dreamed you and I know you're full of mouse. Snake was taken aback. Why, Lizard, you're exactly right. I wonder why you said why you would share your rock with me. Lizard laughed to himself. Snake, he said, you are looking for shade and I am looking for shadow. Shadow is where the dreams live. Lizard medicine is the shadow side of reality, where your dreams are reviewed before you decide to manifest them physically. Lizard could have created getting eaten by Snake if he had so desired. Lizard is the medicine of dreamers. Whether dreamers smoke you or dream you, dreamers can always help you see the shadow. This shadow can be your fears, your hopes, or the very thing you are resisting, but it is always following you around like an obedient dog. If Lizard dreamed a space in your cards today, it may be time to look and see what is following along behind you. Is it your fears, your future, trying to catch up to you, or is it the part of you that wants to ignore your weaknesses and humaneness? Lizard may be telling you to pay attention to your dreams and their symbols. Make a dream log and record all that you remember. Be sure to pay attention to each individual symbol or recurring pattern. And isn't that cute, the recurring pattern? Because that's why I like the little fortune cookies, because when they come out, especially, repeat recurring patterns, it's kind of cute. And that there is a message, totally. It's like, okay, all righty. I've heard it how many times now? Okay, be sure to pay attention to each individual symbol or recurring pattern. If you do not remember your dreams, you could try setting a music alarm for 2 or 3 a.m. Or you could try drinking a lot of water before bedtime and allow your bladder to wake you up. Dreams are very important. Pay attention to them. Okay, so when we go into the dream time, okay, and they were saying about the future, and actually my theme for this video is going to be, and then when I end, I will continue. Okay, so it's sort of like, you know, when you want to when if you're into dream timing or just knowing that you got to get out of a relationship, whatever you're going to end, just know you will continue. But since the dream time came out, I really love it because it's really suggesting that it's time, and it's time also to trust in natural law. Trust in natural law. Beautiful. Okay, so let's read about Great Spirit. My goodness gracious here. If this is not the real deal, my friends, then and this is something fun. The next time I work with the animal cards, I'll do the significance of the 9 totem animals. This is a long video. I can't do it right now, but because we already know that the card that came through with lizard is from the east, we'll pick up all of these. That'll be a nice video. I think I'd even like to do that for myself, so I might as well drop it. That's a great one. Okay. Oh, thank you, Spirit, for highlighting that for us this evening to bring us knowledge from your wisdom. Okay, so we have eagle medicine here. Okay, and this is Great Spirit. Okay, wonderful. And I'll just put that like that, give some color. I wish I would have remembered to bring up lizard, but here lizard will just stick them up. Oh, let's see. Well, he will hand them here for now. Let's see, we'll put him by the crystal ball. There we go. Put him by the crystal ball. There he goes. The dream time. And go into those crystal balls, my friends. For those who know how to scry, I've never gotten that far. I see things in mirrors, but never in my crystal ball. Okay, so Great Spirit. There we are. Okay. Eagle, fly high, touch Great Spirit, share your medicine, touch me, honor me, so that I may know you too. Eagle medicine is the power of the Great Spirit, the connection to the divine. It is the ability to live in the realm of spirit and yet remain connected and balanced within the realm of earth. Eagle soars and is quick to observe expansiveness within the overall pattern of life. From the heights of the clouds, eagle is close to the heavens where the Great Spirit dwells. The feathers of eagle are considered to be the most sacred of healing tools. They have been used for centuries by shamans to cleanse the auras of patients coming to them for healing. Within the belief systems of Native American tribes, eagle represents a state of grace achieved through hard work, understanding, and a completion of the tests of initiation, which result in the taking of one's personal power. It is only through the trial of experiencing the lows in life as well as the highs, and through the trial of trusting one's connection to the Great Spirit, that the right to use the essence of eagle medicine is earned. If you have pulled this symbol, eagle is reminding you to take heart and gather your courage, for the universe is presenting you with an opportunity to soar above the mundane levels of your life. The power of recognizing this opportunity may come in the form of a spiritual test. In being astute, you may recognize the places within your soul, personality, emotions, or psyche that need bolstering or refinement. By looking at the overall tapestry, Eagle teaches you to broaden your sense of self beyond the horizon of what is presently visible. In learning to fiercely attack your personal fear of the unknown, the wings of your soul will be supported by the ever-present breezes, which are the breath of the Great Spirit. Feed your body, but more importantly, feed your soul. Within the realm of Mother Earth and Father Sky, the dance that leads to flight involves the conquering of fear and the willingness to join in the adventure that you are co-creating with the divine. Oh, I love this card. If Eagle Medicine has majestically soared into your cards, you are being put on notice to reconnect with the element of air. Oh my goodness, and look at this. We have the Queen Empress of Air, Emperor here with the King of Shells. Yes, we do. My goodness gracious. How fantastic. Boy, people, this is powerful, this court. I hope for those of you who are new to tarot, understand this is a court here. This is a royal court. I mean, this is like, yeah, you know, like I got a royal flush going on here in the poker game, okay? No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And it's linked to the cosmos. No doubt about it. And you can tap it if you work for it. Yes, and introspection, you know, moonlight sets the mood. Put that introspection behind it. That's why we got to be alone sometimes. The message is to introspect, introspect. We really do. We have to turn the chatter off if you want to evolve and awaken to this majesty here, this royalty, which is available. It's all within us. It really, truly is. You just got to know what path you want to follow. And it has to take hard work. I'm serious, people. There's no free ride. And if you want to take the free ride, then, you know, when the brakes are put on, that's your deal, I guess. I'm not sure, but wonderful, wonderful. So, if Eagle has majestically soared into your cards, you are being put on notice to reconnect with the element of air. Air is of the mental plane. There you go. We think with our minds. Yes. Air is of the mental plane, and in this instance, it is of the higher mind. Wisdom comes in many strange and curious forms and is always related to the creative force of the Great Spirit. If you have been walking in the shadows of former realities, Eagle brings illumination. There we are, that inspirational illumination. Yes, he is. Big Daddy himself truly is. Look at that. Oh, I just love this reading. My gosh. This is so, I mean, if somebody gave me this reading, I'd be Twitter pated right now. Eagle teaches you to look higher and to touch grandfather's son with your heart, to love the shadow as well as the light. See the beauty in both, and you will take flight like the eagle. Okay, here we go. Eagle medicine is the gift we give ourselves to remind us of the freedom of the skies. Eagle asks you to give yourself permission to legalize freedom and to follow the joy your heart desires. Here, that's so wonderful. And that's what this Gemini full moon is about, you know, bringing that joy into the picture. Yes, yes, yes. Mucho joy and fun loving time. And take, it's all coming with good energies. Definitely. And protection came out twice. It's just wonderful. I just love this, you know, kind of energetic reading of higher power wisdom with the divine. That's like, I couldn't have even asked for a better scenario than that. And I will close with I'll have to turn my head because I know these cards, but with the 1111 alignment cards. And if there was ever an 11 alignment, it's right here. I mean, it's just choked me up right there. It's just for the ending of the year to bring forward the new beginnings, to bring forward these new beginnings. It's just a wonderful way, and that the higher power is here. You know, if you believe, if you work on yourself, you know, if you're, you know, just rather take the easy road and don't mind committing sin to get it, well, you know, this isn't for you. Okay, ouchies. Oh boy. Oh, wait a second. That's just too much. I don't know. Hold on. Well, the tunnel. We've already brought the tunnel through, my friends. Is the journey. I am taken through a dark tunnel as I travel. I feel my soul will be joined by its greater self when I reach the other side. I see a white light and draw closer. There we go. We see the white light and draw closer. And then, when I end, I will continue, right? Yes. Okay, very nice with the tunnel card coming through. Okay, 4 wanted to come through with the divine justice, and it's life is balance here, and it offers truth as well. When we align ourselves correctly, I live by the divine law. I live in balance and harmony. Beautiful. I do believe, if you see with the animal wisdom, yes, there's life and death and the food chain or whatever you want to call it, the hierarchy, but it does have a chemical metaphysical balance with these animals, and that's what we need to learn more for 2015 and onward. And the ley lines, the dragons are here, power spots reactivated, and yes, yes. That's why I brought my alligator. Oopsies. I brought my little alligator out. And here he goes. This is one of my little royal alligator, I call him. And so the ley lines, power spots reactivated. The earth is waking up. People do believe in dragons. I join with others in using my powers of awareness to reactivate light centers around the planet. And we'll do it with the dragons because they're the fire energy and they bring cleansing and clearing. Again, just like the water destroyed the wicked witch of the west, it melted her. Use your floral water and dragon energy, and we can start cleaning and clearing. Not saying, we can kill the devil. The devil will never be dead. That's why we've sort of been in the hell of earth, because right away man, did what God didn't want him to, take the fruit down. The devil serpent tempted, right? Just like the serpent. But isn't that, great that Dreamtime lizard took care of the serpent? See? Did you see that? There's a metaphor there and a message, as the beautiful little princess has brought us to the table. Introspect on that message, okay? Floral water can, easily, easily melt the darkness, okay, or the bad energy. Call it what you want, people. But, yes, the lizard taught the serpent a lesson, and this is how we do it. And we have great grandfather's son tapping us right now. The earth is waking up. And then we have the Alpha and Omega infinity. And I love that. The eights. I'm triple eight, so I love that energy. And triple eight energy is also Obadala's energy, which is also Jesus' energy. I am the consciousness in of all things. I am the universe. Oh, I don't think I've read this card ever, to be honest with you, or that I can recall the message. So this is new to me too. Not the Alpha Omega symbol, but this message. I am the consciousness in of and all things. I am the universe. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, my goddess. My gods and goddesses. I just am loving this. Okay. I gotta just turn this one over. Oh my goodness, and this is spider energy. I shan't read it, but this is all creativity. Creativity, creativity, creativity. Whatever you want to do it as. Look this energy up, and it's just the way it is. And per the Native American spider energy, she wrote the alphabet. Okay, and so the people who wrote the alphabet, and per what the archaeologists have found, were the Egyptians, the Sumerians, the Egyptians, the Chinese, and the Mayans. Okay, so this is again authentic cosmic energy that's come through on the top that I just wanted to see. Okay, so this energy right here, boink, the cosmos come through again. This is wonderful, my friends. And for those of you, please Google this animal medicine. Uh, read 3 or 4 different type of authors of it, but it always winds down to the same. Just like the tarot, usually it all winds down to the same. That's what we call alchemy. It's just the way it is. Okay, I can feel that we have to again arrived. Go forward fearlessly. That's so fabulous. Look at that. Thank you for walking with me every step of the way, for holding my hand, giving me confidence and courage, and guiding my thoughts and actions in the direction of love and my true life's purpose. And here we admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. Isn't this wonderful? And that's what it is. We're just fierce and fearless, okay, my friends? Fierce and fearless, courage and strength, love and beauty. We've got to go.
Gemini full moon, December 6, 2014. I think this is going to start opening up for fascinating things to come for 2015. Huge changes, spiritual awakenings, what we've been waiting for. Have a beautiful full moon, my friends. Know that send blessings to all of you, and enjoy and have fun, okay? Share hugs and smiles and laughter. Everyone have a good evening and a good night. See you soon. Ciao.